He was called the Chief for his stoic nature. Big man Robert Parish anchored the Celtics in the 1980s. Known for his mid-range jumper and defensive dominance, Parish won 4 NBA championships and remains the all-time leader in games played.
And there are 5 seconds left. Now, Robert steals the ball! Robert steals the ball! Oh my goodness! What a play by Robert Parish!
Chief was the foundation of the team. It wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have happened without Chief, because he just anchored that middle, and he was just a towering pillar of strength, and just so focused, so disciplined, and he didn't want any attention. He didn't want any of the nonsense that surrounds the greatness of a wonderful basketball team. He wanted to do his job, and he just wanted to be there with the guys.
It feels very good. I'm happy to win it all.
Without a doubt, Robert Parish could have played today's game because he would have had 3-point range. I truly believe it. The way he ran and how he would stop at 15, and you're not blocking his shot. Think about it, the most unstoppable shot that just like Kareem. Ball extended way above his head and he's shooting it in. And it's hard to understand how he would be able to do that, but he did it and he didn't worry about anybody blocking his shot. And so a tremendous weapon and a guy that loved the game, because he played 20 plus years. I mean, see, that's when you know, especially a big man, because big men sometimes are a little bit, yeah, I'm playing it because I'm big. He played it because he loved the game.
Parish.
Robert took me in his wing and he basically was like, hey, I'm gonna show you what not to do in the NBA, where not to go, and you're gonna be professional. And his first rule to me is like, you gotta wear a suit to the game. Remember, this is the 1990s. You gotta wear a suit to the game. You're a professional. Wear a suit. If you buy 5 suits, I'll imagine to buy 5 suits for you. So I came out of the box with 10 suits because Robert was like, listen, this is what we're gonna do. If I'm gonna be your mentor, be a professional, and show you how to be a pro from day one, you gotta dress the part.
Isaiah, we're talking about the Chief, Robert Parish. Won championships, was likely part of the original Big Three.
Yes.
Your thoughts on how he continued successfully?
I mean, you know, the trade that brought he and McHale to Boston at the same time, that was unfair enough. And then they drafted Larry Bird, you know. So when you talk about Robert Parish joining that group, you know, the thing that I remember most about him, you know, it was an in-game situation. You know, we always had to come back and double team him or McHale or Bird, you know, because they were so good in the post. So he's shooting it over, and, you know, I think we got a picture of John Sally back there. So he's shooting it over John Sally, and I yell, oh, that's off. And he said, no, baby, I'm double nickel. He said, I shoot 55, I don't miss. But Chief was always, and he never looked like he was running fast. You know, he was always like, you know.
Very stoic.
Yeah, and then he would take off. I mean, but he had a great sense of humor. Always, you know, good to play against. Highly competitive, and, you know, again, you know, the Celtics were our mentors, so they taught us a lot about winning.
What was the best part of his game that as an opponent you hated?
I hated it because he always seemed like he was hurt. Like he always had this ankle that he would fall down on his ankle, and he would stumble to get up, and everybody was like, at least on our team, it's like, oh, the Chief is dead, the Chief is dead, he's down. And he would rise up and he would get up, and before you know it, he was sprinting down the court, he would dunk it on the fast break, and then he would like, but the Chief, he was the Chief.
Robert Parish.
The one thing I remember about Robert, I think we were playing San Antonio, I think it was in San Antonio, early in my career. Robert had about a 20-minute stretch where he dominated at a level where I was watching thinking, it looks like a high school guy playing with junior high. I said, there's no way it can be that easy. He had a 20-minute stretch, like he would just tip the ball to himself. Then he would catch it and shoot it and score it. And he did things blocking shots, the guy just block and catch it and throw it out. And I was like, there's no way It can be that. I'm a young in my career. I'm a rookie. There's no way it can be that easy. After that, I looked at him differently because I never dreamed you'd see a guy dominate. It was like he's a man amongst boys, and it was really eye-opening as far as, wow, this guy can flat out play.
We know we got Larry Bird, you got McHale, and so forth and so on, but you still got to have that big guy, and he's doing the job for us.